yɛpɛsɛ ɛboa na ahohare kɔ so yɛpɛsɛ ɛboa ne no bae a ɛwɔ mmea ɛntima kɔ kɛse mu ne nyina bɛtumi aba tie bia wote me ha me no ho a na wo si ɛyi kwan a akuafo ne no bae nti ɛna ban ɛtu saa no ma no no to sei ɛna ɔpani ne tu
Now, the outcomes we expect are positive. Travel times on the daily corridor before transport cost responders are giving an indication for CDC. What are however new and the program is expected to create around $25,000 in indirect costs and at least $7,000 of return. As soon as we do so that's good, we will all see.
Wei ensema kwantrefo a wohwe sikasere ntotia so asoye hwe sikasem so ena odi tudwa Henry kwasi benka the trotro man ono ena odi nsem wesi nyina so edomo yen ya to so akwanima sesi a wosun kokokwa manyoko ni Patriotic Party MPP emu ayehyehyehye nenye gyabi ne dem ne mumu no akwanwa na ato ena de hye a ewa chichini bencha wosusu se osefata so betibe kura frank amahim se amanyoko ni chicheni na April ne mu baako a odi akotene pa eye ononyamfo baache agyako aboache agyako akase nani abrɛ se opesa amanyoko MPP saba abamu bi nenso mekoma yenkɔnekwa anuhu yemfem pambusuefo endisa amanyoko ni Patriotic Party betima gitumia ono boache agyako gidi se de wese kare no ho asua no ho ahwɛ no so obeyi otiteni da amanyoko na no a ɛbɛboa pa ama manyuko no ani so adun se 2028 omukọ abato mo benyan kurudie no ebetimi abem na wose die ntia wokasa ne se ono watuwe oya MPP amanyuko de hye mapa wasom amanyuko ni ye ebesue hunu ani nimdie ni nyansa nso a obi pa amanyuko no kwa tabi ade ache nsa to wo hweso no ogidie se wo hweso ye enu nti ba bia du no o kan pen ama mansan nyina tini titini amanyuko na de hye woto aba etimi yo titani se so obu probi obetima hi franka mom no mako abato makodi nkunu dia ena mamu hwe ba bia omo hwe no boache agyafo odi nsem we tuja wo mra na ode ne nkrata ne form sa wa fili nyina akoma mpanifo ewo party headquarters sei na boache agyafo eka
2028, we have to win. Sayaba win is what? And you know me with Juma Takraye. I was saying to Mrs. Party, no, Nejina Pride. Ejina and Nice, no shit. Yes, you say, yeah. And no, not Dr. Bawumia Bejinaso, and you are praying for 2028. Yes, you said, yeah. And you know, eventually, MPs, they had a weak candidate, but they had a strong party. So the strong party carried a weak candidate into power. Our problem was that we had a strong candidate, but our party was weak, and therefore the party couldn't carry him across the finish line. They put time in set. Leadership party no management here. I'm not Dr. Bawumia we assist and we couldn't communicate our 2028.
Na ononyamfo baache Kakyire odi tu gwa se sebe eya se wodudwa dwara no alaji gida bese nemu no de onum tunedin gwa tempa no onim adwuma awayama MPP tizeli tu mi se ne se national chairman a eja wado obetini se te e de ama MPP fo
Ebini Yafi said 2008, the new Dr. Herman and Akufo-Addo, Suma Selenko Ghana Hemina, record 230 constituents, and then the question Shahema, polling station, the BMUA, polling station for Nina, and then over to Abani. 2012, we are campaign manager, a Kakyire to a BC, a Jakun grassroots. Factually say, there is no constituency in Ghana that a Jaco has not visited at least 5 times. And someone and a mania all these years.
Ora Boache Ejako and a motor and a Paris Baby Banson and Abdullah Dasmani and a Dinsum Way free. MPP headquarters Ebeye, a free young from Bako one, I will make us a bonus. Penny Power that Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference and most Reverend Matthew President fee and was say assembly dika na hin and the better a media koso ahenkan effort ewo atumabo. Na the woman assembly dika will be saying Nani say or see a name say won't call Ghana Education Service Catholic bishop and I say Roman Safono, Jinabia Omo, say Omonso, cancer no Jinabia on a Tutumio more de to a game bois, ne Omesia fall into my perfume, the Roman Safono, and the missing in everywhere. I was the 8. Now Bonaba no my Boniba and Pa no my says Omawi, say I can't absolutely abwa me Omesia 18 Romema, which mean can't now we meet Roman Safono in free. Inti etwetro maso wo modwen wa monti ase ejan say enka de wopoto na afi no wonti so odi bebubu na se proman puntu proman ehumasuan ye na de ono aboa ma ehumasuan agina pinti wo mamu no ye yi na afi mu dia ene ne akoya na se ba most reverend Matthew Kofi Badu esi su gina say 7 pebiasa bia timi ko manu ntum Ghana ha ene indiscipline eniamo ho no nyomatan tan a ekosu school mu no e wo se wonso boni nipa ye nyina dia metu ye nyina osombi na ye kasetia na emwa ma emofra ekosu school no ombo se asudie domo so omanchichi no mani kanko omwo mu chefa omno mbenya bempenipa na sabe mre nto ansem na kaka bensem ni emwa de wo homa ekosu ti ansori ankase ntia entuso na mo a anhwe adachi na omeya chechire akobon fi yase yentie se de most reverend Matthew Kofi Badu e kire ni nsemo.
We used to be represented on the Ghana Education Service Council because of the number of schools and our involvement in education. For some reason, they eliminated us, as if we don't exist, as if we have done nothing for education, as if everything is the state. So where decisions are made with education, we who contributed towards education are not there. And so recently we see we are talking about indiscipline in schools, as if we do not know why there is indiscipline. We know it. If the one whose call is to instill discipline and morality into people, if even they don't do it imperfectly, is eliminated and is not given the right to do this, then we ask why there is indiscipline and immorality in the schools.
Most reverend Matthew Kofi Badu we no so here community ni ya ga de Roman Safo aye bia magana no mu biso mo ya o te eboa nko wi ebi afi ya ti ase na ti ebi afi wa anko fi jeje wo ma ti ma ko continue aha na ni eduni ni sa 5,453 in the university school senior secondary school o ma ti ma ko ebi o tun ni 82 senior high school and also TVET and also Ediana Bako 41 institutions and a special school Mako and 9 Oko Air College of Education so Omesi Edumi and a tertiary institution so Omesi Edu Nelson Training College so Ekahundu Osisi aye we say na dia mo man aya bani wo edu to ayeyo na abegbeku a esi director Ghana Montie na mansanya so adawro Kofi man homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo neat 100.9 FM.
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM.
Utie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM.
You tuning to 100.9 FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. We dan kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwade wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom won.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on the enum. Ye bishop fridge no snack. Ye nya ho no ye de serve womo. Ye did really a pebibia bogu yad yaswa. This way chocolate drink in yanum. And at this one, what's yanua? Has it a wom, cocoa wom, prick wom, bibia wom, I don't hear any so
this way chocolate drink.
You hear any so
FDA, I just said you didn't crack to more to say a ye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You tuning to 100.9 FM.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Na mansanya so. Adawro Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo NEAT 100.9 FM.
Utie oha echi ponkno. NEAT FM.
You tuning to 100.9 FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. We dan kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwade wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom won.
This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on the enum. Ye bishop fridge no snack. Ye nya ho no ye de serve womo. Ye did really a pebibia bogu yad yaswa. This way chocolate drink in yanum. And at this one, what's yanua? Has it a wom, cocoa wom, prick wom, bibia wom, I don't hear any so here.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any so here.
FDA, I just said you didn't crack to more to say a ye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This supplement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You tune into 100.9 FM.
Woodie Oha Extreme Ponkno. Needs FM.
We therefore appeal to all media houses to support this national exercise by giving prominence to the traffic management plan, broadcasting the project educational material, and helping to keep the public informed before, during the implementation period. The ministry also wishes to appeal to motorists, commuters, and the general public for their patience, understanding, and cooperation. We encourage road users to avoid the affected corridors where possible, unless they have legitimate businesses within the construction zone, and to use the designated alternative routes that have been developed under the traffic management plan. We recognize that these temporary traffic restrictions may result in inconveniences and longer travel times. However, they are necessary to deliver permanent drainage infrastructure that will significantly reduce the flooding or perennial flooding that we have in the country and improve the resilience of the Kaneshi enclave and the surrounding communities. On behalf of the Minister of West, Housing and Water Resources, and on behalf of the Garrett Project, I wish to thank the Honorable Minister for Government Communications, our institutional partners, the Department of Urban Roads, the Ghana Police Service, the Information Service Department, the Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Assembly within the enclave, and the media fraternity for your continued support and partnership. Together, let's work to ensure successful implementation of the Kaneshi Traffic Management Plan and the delivery of this critical flood mitigation infrastructure for the people of Greater Accra. At this juncture, I therefore have the singular honor to invite the project coordinator of the Garrett Project, Dr. Kwejo Ohene. I think Safo is also included. In fact, Ghana is proud of you, and we are privileged to have you in our midst to provide further details of the traffic management arrangement during the period of the construction. May we welcome him with a clap, because he's an asset to the country. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Minister for Works, Housing and Resources, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, the Honorable Minister for Government Communications, the Honorable Felix Kwachiofusu, Chief Director, colleagues from Department of Urban Roads, the Hydrological Authority, the representatives from the Motor Traffic and Transport Department, and other colleagues from the Ministry, the supervising consultants, representatives of the contractors, distinguished members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm here to provide some details on the traffic management arrangements that will be implemented during the next phase of the drainage improvement works in the Kaneshi enclave under the Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development Project. The works are expected to cause temporary traffic restrictions and diversions during construction, It is therefore important that residents, commuters, transport owners, businesses, and the general public receive timely and accurate information to enable them plan their movements and minimize inconvenience. Ladies and gentlemen, beginning 7th of September 2026, works will commence on the construction of a double-cell underground rectangular stormwater drain from Pamprum Junction to First Light Junction along the Dr. Buzia Highway within the Kaneshi enclave. The drain to be constructed measures approximately 10 meters wide and it runs for 1.5 kilometers, and it will replace the existing 1.2 meter diameter 2-number pipes that currently serves the enclave. On one end, it will connect to the recently completed section within the Accra Academy campus, and on the other end, connect to the drain at Pamprum Junction. I'd like to use the images here to clarify the state of the works that we'll be doing. So, the works, if I could just, the works will span from where we have that point here, which is the Pamprum Junction, all the way to the First Light. All right, so follow me. All the way to First Light, and the work will be done in 3 phases. So the alternative routes that we are providing are the ones highlighted in blue, including, and there will be other ones also that we will discuss. Given the scale and location of the works, temporary road closures along the section of the Dr. Buzia Highway will be unavoidable. The Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources will be working closely with the Department of Urban Roads and has developed this comprehensive traffic management plan to ensure that traffic continues to flow safely and efficiently through the construction period. Implementation of the traffic management plan will be in phases. The first phase will begin on 7th of September 2026 with the closure of the westbound carriageway of the Dr. Buzia Highway starting from Pamprum Junction. This phase will continue till the end of November 2026 and will affect all vehicles traveling from Kolebu Montrie Road, Graphic Road, Obechebi Lamte Circle, Kwame Nkrumah Circle, all of them heading towards the Pamprum Junction and then on to the First Light traffic intersection and beyond. Affected vehicles will be required to use the Aodome Cemetery Road, the New Times Corporation to Aodome Roundabout, the Oblogo to Mataeko route as well, to access the First Light Junction and thereafter proceed on their journey. It is expected that this first phase of the works will be completed by the end of November, and Pamprum Junction will then be open to traffic in the first week of December 2026. Once reopened, motorists approaching from the affected corridors will be able to make a right turn at Pamprum Junction and connect to the designated alternative routes towards the First Light Junction. It is important to emphasize that the remaining westbound section of the Dr. Buzia Highway from Kaneshi Station all the way to the First Light will remain closed until August 2027 to allow the construction of the underground drains to continue. By August 2027, it is expected that the works on the underground drainage would have reached a section just before the First Light Junction. The works spanning the First Light Junction will constitute the third phase and kickstart the second phase of the traffic management arrangements. In this second phase of the traffic management arrangements, commencing September 2027, up until the end of October 2027, the road linking First Light intersection on the westbound section to the Cocoa Clinic runabout will be closed. This will affect vehicles traveling from Russia, the community called Russia, and not the country called Russia, heading, and the Flamingo traffic light, heading towards the Cocoa Clinic runabout, as well as vehicles traveling from Kaswa and Odoko towards the Cocoa Clinic runabout. The public will be informed well ahead of the arrangements in this phase through the same communication channels that are being launched today. Throughout the phases of the works, road users can also use the Obechebi interchange to Oblogo traffic light, which is opposite the ICGC Christ Temple, and drive towards Mataeko, and finally connect back to First Light Junction. Starting from today, signages will be put up providing road users adequate information in terms of where to turn and the warning in advance where the roads have been blocked. In addition to the support that we will be receiving from the MTTD as well as the assemblies. We encourage road users to avoid the affected corridors where possible, unless they have legitimate business within the construction zone, and to use the designated alternative routes that have been developed under the traffic management. To ensure continuous engagement with the public throughout the implementation period, the Guide project has established dedicated toll-free lines for enquiries, complaints, and traffic-related information. Members of the public may call the following numbers: 0800 800 900.
Needs FM.
Ghana Montie na mansanya so Kakyire Kofi Badu homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo Neat 100.9 FM.
So we are bringing the sacrifice of praise to our Lord this morning. Thanking God. Yeah, that nyamiasi won pempen so de yedro. Yeah, oye maye. Eni di obe kuswaye enso maye. Anopei maminda si papa. So what Jeff didn't know how Needs FM 100.9. The patrol baby. One now will take us your body free hand. Message out the betcha. Yaro pay na if you didn't know ABC Basabi. And Jamayan to me, we can say Bonama. It is a commission here, SEC Niama. Ye kwa ye nimu no nyanesa. Get us it. I mean, sharp papa so Jeff in Waha. I need FM 100.9. Then so say, Enche. The Ubone and Pace and Pace mu, get the bet was amount. And I'm commodity to do now, Enra. Mampeni Esakra Niamem. The serial changes. Yedi mu commodity Musembebril. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpo. Will Free Labor, Employment and Job Creation Ministry. Akwakoye Minister of State for Special Initiative. Na yenu abema Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ejekum aba beshana nai. We no so to nchanya. Uni abema Honorable NS Bruja Jemfi. Yeyine Free Defense Ministry as a deputy. I'm in work as a presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. And since Kakyire Kofi Badu no, the moon coming in Musembebrel. And Raman Penny didn't say bills Maku Eduase Amanaba Yemra. Custom Bills 2026, Community Service Bill, Tribunal Bill, Ghana Cocoa Board Bill 2026. Now on the Ghana Cocoa Board Bill, you ever see and because the ranking member, Honorable Dr. Isaac Opoku. Rashibe Jenny ma offense South for. Na yebisa no bill no. I'm penny in Sasha here. Ubekaya Tribunal Bill no so. I hope I have comedian and Sembebre. The former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Baumia, in a video and in a request to the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, and Tribunal Bill no man in fan in Sanshasi. And Ra, man penny in Sasha here. Bedimun come on. Income Tax Bill, National Defense University Bill, Value Added Tax Bill, Maritime and Offences Bill. Enti the man penny in Sasha said the Dawson Maku Edu. And Jan open commodia or the doors papa. Na Endra OSP and Central Phone she and CMO and only Central Phone in guitar home. Na wakan Sembebre. Was in yes, and I see an enye Jumo. Na man for a time one. Extra Juma one more a year. Now we are not on Jaya. Former top boss. Ura Santico Kubeko. Any and your be a canho or Bobo Mudin. And Governor Mampo is dancing. And Jan Comodia will a draw super. For the important ho baby, and I will send be SU ho. If I try the home commonly on some baby, if you know how, it's answered they brought their Dawson. I mean, I do my name Rashibe Jem. Appointment committee no ever vetted Supreme Court nominees. When him say Supreme Court, any pami and some power wom say. Yanto to mano na omunkonkoye adwuma e Supreme Court and omunkonkoye ye court batan ye court kese Supreme Court no omunkoye ajagefo e wo ho enye no so nko a na chebedwamfo kire say appointment committee ne beto aso na nne MPs mienu no womo enya ministerial appointment no na ya nominate wom so monko asoye mienu yi local government chieftaincy and religious affairs ministry Ura Mahama Yarga ena alcohol na Zenato Ajiman Rollins and so woko Environment Science and Technology Ministry no and so be veto men there I said you ma be koso parliament pa but they say rap Mrashe bedwam almost science story so okay be kwa kodin komo ho na hwede atie pa and sese uja fidie no ezansa hana Ghana wo bi atie edi ne Kakyire Kofi Badu mini abema kobena mafu ewa ha akosua etonam enso ewa ha yede dwumadie ede ebro said ye na efata pa na enche yebeko eye kofodua mpotem ho baby na yakwa kodin komo ede afri ho na ya hwede ensem no etie ewo ho pa na mo here live on Facebook, mo here live on YouTube and all our social media handles na yadamwase anopay nyame enhira mo papa Paselasi. Good morning to you. Me fenchi akese pa emfama me ma me DCOP Victoria Yamua kananka wotakwa but me no ka say die wabepim ewo enkran nyame enhira papa special good morning enko emfa emma nyame entonkwam epa emfa emmame sa enso ena Sir Eric nso ose wo takwa ha sorry wo yenkran ha good morning enko emfa emma nyame show papa omena kwaba
yes sir
ibia boko de
Erade adom na nso
nyame nadom ne mobro hu ni ahweye nti yete ase
yeda erade ase
yidi sa nso hu ye
erade adom se fie boko
nyame adom boko
yeda erade ase
nyame adom boko yegusun kakra yefo no mo hye me se me nya ne amabina obene de obeye ne sa
ebefa
na umbisa ne se ne ma problem ade na umbisa ba kwa na bisa na we ndi nya
ne ma na bia na nhye da nya ne ma ye
obro mo se me nko TikTok by force
na koye yi ni bi me akura mpu no aya urade pa anche eye aduma na be force me to go there but me dey mainly for aduma
yeah me krasa so mo kan me say apart from aduma there
me de ayi fufuro bi eba na eye urade pa anche me bo wa mane
okay nice
na no ebe force wa ma
wako hobi
but me kwa me nkocha me da mu niama ho na kura dan no hwe ni apart from pants will be
there
ena entade enso de Kakyire kokura obetumi akan top ya 12 ena down SS asa ena mpabo anso wa wutumi hu no enti bibia ni ho me nkotwa bibia na me ni bibia mpa ametwache ade a me wa me de be kire wa ye aduma asa bibia ni hobio anya ho na fe ni yakwa pe ma wo ho
bio
na ho de wo kopede enti aye aduma mainly for work eno na ye de be ye ho aduma wo na enra kometi se obi se ena Ghana ye nyina ya dia Ghana ye nyina ya dia na nipa kro no ho ya mesiri o Ghana ni wura nom no wo ka ho wo mu a Ghana ye wo mu dia no wo mu wo ho yani na mu bi
I see
ye beja wo mu ewura nom wo ho what wakase mpune bepuno
ebi didi bi achi komena
Kakyire David ewura nom wo ho ye de Kana TV ayi na ewu awachire no ebrenke no ema nipa no ho ye fe no ye ne ya
Yen ye we chire no.
I see.
Ghana ni wura no mo ho. Ni wura no mo ho.
I see. Eto akwa babiom.
Ka chire meje osu.
Bibia boko.
No nyame na dom se ja anya problem no anka bibia ye fine. Say wa wani tua me problem no. So anti chief. Oh, and solve we no ye yi. Said ye be ya obi be fra ho e tempra and solve anti ye kai chief say business ne tie ho na so no die da na bom ye twen say wo ye no firi wa ne aka ne say matiefo beto mi so bolo no wo ye no firi wa asa ti mi serew say wo tie mi na wo hia so bolo a e bia wo ye wedding engagement party bi ye de na package ne kama ti mi serew enkoto so bolo bia mane nkofo problem bia mrew ye de no yate so ye nim nya wo pe sugar no wo fem ntimi serew to mi so bolo ni bi wate na bibia nko ye timi de ko ba bia nti wo hia so bolo na wa frɛ 0543 42 8174 ka chire mi ame number ntimi nyamfom so nti men frɛ nka sɛ o fra hwɛ sɛ no a o ye ready sɛ o pe so bolo na o frɛ beba 0543 42 8174
okay
e pa cho wo hia asembusa bia fa so bolo no ho a na wa frɛ na wo hia asembisa foforo bia nso so a wo bebisa na wa test ya maka chire ono ene ye host bibia wo hia bia fi show no ho no ono na wo bebisa me wo bisa me a me ntimi enyia
wo de bibia organ bia fa bra be ya
ai ka chire wo
ye ka business asemi de ko bna say maka cho say me the business bi ba
margarine no ai waka aka
enti nyame ya adomu a to niama ni nyina awia
okay
number ne beba pa
baba okay
na menko eye oforedua mpote membra na meba na efi na yate asim na arawusem bi na kobna asi wo ho amane ne ntia ye nyane ne se obi akoso wakoton akola wo se unso okuta akola bi ana odi akola no enam na wode no echi ko baabi na ye obetumi aboya amane na kire ye mu pa ye nua ba ma eye Nathaniel na Kobna Fori ye reporter na ye correspondent owo ye Eastern region na maami bi a ye kire se wanya 48 years na wo mo achi ne se wakwa akoton ne nana Kobna Fori ma achi obi bia boko de
Aminia boko na nso dim
adom mobrohuni ahwe ye yete ase pa ya na waban phone ni ya ma ye na yetumi ato wonkan ye
yo
ele na esie na ehemfa nso na esi
we ye Achimkoforidia no eben Achima Crosso na ekire se asene manso across ewo Puye Mountain we nye Koforidia the regional capital of Eastern region we ye Koforidia no Achima Crosso ewo asene manso across district mu asem na ye kin na maami bia ono wanye mfinhia no Diana son 47 years. Edina yenya ekua brokwa. Na mami na ochirimo a ne baba a ono so wanya mfinhia no be se duenu 20 years. Edina yenya NSD na Asare. Na ochirimo a akwalan ne ba NSD nei. Wadi nkan yakọ yempre wasem awo. First one de abafia ni hwemu no akola ni hwemu no enye papa akola nkra wo no ye hu ne papa bepem ne na we na omu akola no eye yodi nkan ne wo no nyame adom wanyini kakra onante okoba odi na agro wo ya se na frisa aboso na akochum ma me bewo ana o se na wo uko enre kra no de di kan nipa ne nyem ye kra bepem na ye hu no ana afi nso akwala ya wo ni hwemu odin na didie mu ni bibiem na eden na wo sa akọwo second one esa de ba na kasa ne nyemu no akwala no nso so ye ne di nkowo kakra na ochiremu a ne maame no one ne ntiye eburo atiatia ene jeze Bruni beka se maltreatment onfa ne mfa ekwan papa so kra enu nti no akola ne nyem second one wanka nkyere ne maame no wodi sie no no hu ya ne se wawo empo all second one kra no wanko hospital efie na wo kyem ya owo ye na maame ni kyere mu a se akola ya ye niamo ho samsa na pinso asetene mu odin ma wo mu na wanfa nani anto na wasa akọwo second one de na bade ene akwala onti menene ntinati asefo asati ifu enu nti no wa bra ahomache omada no maami ko fa akwala ene ene okututu fo ma wode ne ko hye wa wasie ne mani mu so eno na omanfo omo mpatamu wo eti asem no se dabi asem we die etwetwe aso enu nti no omo eyi police fo wa atima kroso asutire ma omo ekofa no eye kwasi adan odi se nyambra asem eti ebnada no na police fo ti asem na mo kofa na nei owo eye oda a police fo akachi a omo eguso omo ye enhwemu eti enyambra asem akoso wo eye achinkufo die no wo asene manso akroso ewo epie mantim no.
Wow. Akwala no de maami ikosie no wo mfie se ana bosome sei.
Cheza wo no kre ni be se nanumu. Wendi nanumu kra.
Nti teke saa na maami ni kosie no na se o se ba ko okofa baaye no wanya hwe yie ana se wo munye obi nhwe no wanya papa nti okosie wei.
Sa pepe. Eti udie ene no ye be call police for na kache na yakuti die onene ba no se kaka ho.
Na ansa na ebeduru ho no maame no onne be ma bi ante.
Maame na nkasa no wo hwe ne kasa mu ni niye mu ni se die osi eye ne niema utimi se adwen no menye adwen mu doctor die nenso Ushe ne yebia ni se de oye ne niema otimi se de ye nkro na mafu ye kan no emfa papa
na ne ba no o se o mfinhia sei
ne ba no no awo ne ye Ernestina no wo 20 years sia
enti di odi kan wo no enso ewo how many years
ono be se 2 to 3 years no wa
esro de o 2 to 3 years yi esro be mo ne no ewo no ene esro de kofa ba ye nso amame ekosie ne esro sa be ma ne so
enam se de maame ni tie ni nti no akwala no okowo ba be ma ono ne nyem kura no obi enhu eti di odi kan no di odi akire yi obi anim be makro ne no anyinsen
one ne maame ya na atena fiti o monkwala abre mu nyina
ta pepe.
Wow. Na baby omote enya de ankofo nim situation na maame ne wo maame no so na busuafo wai
omu nyina fi kuro ni so anasa omu ti kuro mu ho no a obi anim se de ote busuafo nyina wo ye koforo bia ho no
wakosie ay akola teke na no yo ba na bema
akola ne yo ba.
Wow. Yo, enti adano benada na posi for no na on court.
Police for no mukita asem no mini omudi nkomo back door no mutire ma said ya maame no kasa institution ne ne ye bi ti no. Omo pese omudi nkan de ne ma omo hwehwe adwen mu adoctorfo. No omudi nkan hwe se bibia ye okay. Ansana omde ne beko kota na ene ifi ochine kono omasha ase ede na court
Brafori yenda se ibie ne ba bedi nkomo
matiminia
Brafori ye reporter ewo Eastern region na ono ene ne kokodi nkomo efri achim kofodua a ewo asene across empotem ho shane so said your kan ye kofodua ye nyina enimba we achim kofodua wo asene across empotem ho Ara osem wa sie e wo ho e na yekokodi mu enkomo no. Na?
Oh, enti akoda no watu anana no.
Osie no.
Oh.
Ya ara osem.
Na abaya no so enti wono de kyese nipa na wone ne nyem no nti no responsibilities bia
se de bi ono so na fam na koya so den
enti wo de awokoya no akwanyem aba maami kura bia de obedi
edin o se
eya
ba ne di kan no 2 years
maami ya na ahwe no nti wo de wo consider ade na maami na ye no enye eya abonefo samua esesemra no ni di but eyi wo hia ne ahokere
no so ka
ho eyi wo hia ne ahokere
na kobra for ka se ase maame no na adwen man kasa nso se de wo mu ni sifa
na adwen mu de me de me nye ntum nyi wono ano wahwe baako na ama na di 2 years no
well
enya adwene kuro ya na wode ahwe baako ya me wadi
ebi ensisi so years
by this one there ya ahomete na ketire
obnei
minority for go board asem no wo magai
oh debi
ana sisi ade wo mate ase
oh debi obi enjai o menti so obi enjai
ba menti so wo mo ka ho ase
ndi o mo go so kan pa
awa he
oh menti so mo jai
because asem
ene ya wada nye bina dai na
me kura mabon no me kura me ye fitani anura betie papa bi ya na wo kire revenue losses akwan ya gold board ene central bank efa sudin kita ho akwan ya Bank of Ghana any gold board wo mu dadie sitie sika no ba akwan ya wo mu faso a wo mu convert ye every dollar ba cedi na eboa economy no managina wo kire mu sabi omi am ye fitani mpo na Matias yes na se we die revenue we any loss wa asemu a wo mu kan ketire tese enini ni taka ba bia enini ni taka ba bia na trese adia ya sami demfia ni pa mama
eyida ebina de twemi ebina de twemi ewo I think party headquarters MPP party headquarters I might say omo yen central for nhia mu a omo de ehun komo sanso bai say nya de omo jai asem na chiri Mandra me home a release from one of the bodies say yemma a forensic audit emra gold board asuye na yembe hwehwe omo nkratam ne omo nsam eyie na sa
ketre ya say empeni se utirimu fita nti amwanku eda no a sameja mfika se parliament yo se enquiry yo se hwanhwane yo wabie ne ponato ewa na mehunu se de ewa abofra nsem no eno ana obetumi de akire sanka bibi ye katasumu amuaso a enko o mie ne ponompo sa because wano wabie ne pono se audit yo se debate yo se parliament yo wano na djuma a wo ye no katasumu amuaso be na wom
and it is good sir on one so bie ne pono sa
oh yes and yes wabie ne pono to wo but asam no a wo mo ka no enne ba ko no a ka ho no se no nso wo mu wo manibere wo ho media ketire enda me ka kire wo say minority leader foforo eba but ye cross bi na abetale ho na cross na abetale ho no nso ye esum ni kuo bi ensem bi abatabata ho enko okodadada anko okodadada because asam no ada ho no enya asam ketwa esi o ma consider nipa miensa na nipa miensa no akosi baako so na dwumadie bi a yɛde ato wa ama no ɛna wɔn ama no brɛti a wabi sɛ ɔmfa nhyɛ saa de korɔ no nti sɛ wote sɛ changes yaba because sɛ wopɛprepre same gyamfi ho bebrebe a wobɛgu w'anim ase
ɛho bɛhia yɛngya kwan famma
wobɛgu w'anim ase
yɛngya kwan famma ɛyɛ bodies ahodoɔ a any concerns have been so raising on both investigations. I mean, adding it to the fact to say, Mekaisa Mitie, Honorable Afenyo Markins, and so Elmer Shebejum, resume, you know, I don't so say he also avail himself for any other body be a mentioning a year you could mention CID mention a year a special prosecutor a year in the office say woman not on suffering on any investigations he also make himself available. Likewise said yeah. Ura Samija Mfi and so a can, you know.
Yeah.
And see, one more answer said ye be ya, ye be who no cre ewo a fine room you in name. Ye who says a caba ha, ne cano a hippoti na she.
And
dear Asamoa, would you answer a can't two ways, no? Then you hear who say a sanity, and I said yes, sanity. Ever bought my gun and the children I children. Okay, to me, I could
and I can't say,
Obey.
But consular, I can't come when I say, sir. Yenin some trefo, some minority, some majority, sir bibi ba wahu na efa oman ho a nipa no a ade no fa no ho no wobetumi akọ ne nkyɛn na wakobisa no sɛ ayi mate wei mehunu wei na saa de wei a mehunu ye no wobetumi akyerɛ me mu kakra na wanya bre ama nipa no na nipa na kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ ABCD
sure
ba sɛ tirimupo bi ani wano mu a untu America meka ade no ho fanto abonten
ɛno deɛ
wahu umma na ummepenti ade ne te sɛ bibi firi soro ba bɛte ahwefam oh ayi same mihu ayi bi a wɔde aba bɛtu dwa na adeɛ wei ne nkyerɛ mu ne sɛ oh na manya adagye na ma kyerɛkyerɛ mu so okay because Ghana ha adeɛ baako a mehu ne sɛ sɛ ba no sikasɛmu akontabuo sɛ Bank of Ghana na de bɛba sɛ hwan na de bɛba yɛmu bebree nte aseɛ wɔ ho no ayɛ na wɔ fam me kɔ school sɛ kɛkyerɛ mass deɛ na mempɛ mass no eto nam na ono wase odida me de mempɛ mass mempɛ kura enti sa wo de sikasɛmu akontabuo ba ɛna exchange rate deficit GDP we ya na ya masom ngonhran enti wo de nyabotre na nipa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ wo mu
okay
sesei na de no te enya se ya temi da ase abrɛ opɛ ne ya ma ya kura so ebia na asɛm no nyɛ saa no tie
obe mate ɛho hia pa nso ɛbɛboa ama ɔman a yɛkyekyere no tumi akɔyie yɛbɛti atom ni akɔyɛ nim na ansa na yɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ anɔpɛ kɔfa akaseɛbɔ ne kakra brɛ wɔ no yɛbɔ ne bi di ma na ne nyinaa ne sɛ adwuma ɛba bɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ofiri kanehyi na wani ɛkyerɛ ɔdɔkɔ wani kyerɛ malam kwantempɔn no so a ɔn sɛ yɛaka ho asɛm a na ɛndra accountability series a ɛkɔ so no ɛna mpanimfoɔ kɔ kyerɛkyerɛ mu adwuma ɛba bɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ no deɛ ɔmo ba bɛyɛ baabi ɔmo yi bypass ahodoɔ ɛde afa baabi a ɛsɛ hyɛn nyinaa ɛfa enti nyame yɛ adom ɛbɛdi ɛno so ho nkɔmmɔ yɛkɔ yɛ anim sɛ nnɛ antotɔ mu ɔkyena nyame yɛ adom a ɛbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ paa de ama na wahunu wo a wotie wo a bɛkɔ akɔfa hɔ ɛne wo nso a wote mpɔtam hɔ baabi no deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wotu anammɔn ɛde fa na wo nso wahunu ɛbere bɛɛ na ɛbɛhyɛ ase ɛbere bɛɛ na ne nyinaa nso ɛbɛkɔ so nti ɛbɛyɛ no nso ɛde ama wo kɔbra no yɛtɔ mendi nkɔmmɔ yi mbra na meba na yɛate asim kɔbra no sɛ nsakrayɛ aba ɛwɔ ɛyɛ asoɛyɛ no bim nti ma mendi ho nkɔmmɔ mbra tew meba na afei na yɛatoa so Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochiri ɛyɛ political analyst na University of Cape Coast ɛna ɔwɔ Doc Machin obi bia bɔkɔ deɛ
one more
Dog by Jose.
My body, no one born to us here. Is here, no. Men are the African Institute of Strategic Studies, I know.
Sure.
You know, so I hope one of fan can naturally say,
Me pacho mat. Oh, nice. Na me nua be ma kobena ka kire me say ono so enche meti bibi foforo nti me beti bibi foforo sa na mani age dog na me nshira no pese wanya bredi ama yen
you da Roman
minnim se enra wani eboso afa wasum wadi ho enkomo dodo na ensakraya abawo mampani na mambuo mu a wayi biri afiri baabi de bia kɔhye baabi no in general hu ni sei ansa ne yaba onua ba ma ye bruja jamfidie ne so
okay chire maminchia otiefo nyina anapay na me wa so amo ewo dibedi a obo didi abo aga na man awo ye kebni mi kebi amamuo no it is part of government that there will always be some changes in government. And I think originally that is what actually happens. It is just the same. And probably, surgery now, penny, and as a government penny, so in the organogram, what you want to achieve. And I say, we can sing to be a baby. And I say, we can say, onipa way or skill way are in your vision and mission obeying your boy. Man, I will pay you.
Enti ne sa ho no the abai no hu ni se ebeboa oman ne chechire no
oh kwambia so near wakita the one who is the captain Omampeni Mahama and you know in his vision that is what he sees and you know yane astime mufono sa ade na enwie pa ya betimi holding accountable. So take for example, some sections of Ghanaians have been complaining about unemployment. We have a situation where some finance people have been saying, yes, there is growth, but the growth, there is jobless growth. What you say, which means the economy has grown, the economy is growing, the economy has become stable, which is very important, you know, for the growth of any economy. But in terms of the expansion, the volume of expansion, it is not reflecting in employment. So if it is not, then ebia omampeni obayan sakraye. It's on sakraye to say ebia yeyi openi Dr. Former Employment for example.
Honorable Rashid Pelpu.
Rashid Pelpu near the
Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ejekum.
Kojo Ejekum. Yadena Baba Show. It's just replacement, right? Realignment. And you know, it could be 2 or 3 things. One, a honor. What should I say? One, you've created stability at the labor front. They say, strike within no time, then they are able to solve that. So if that is the case there, it is order. Okay, Ebia, there are certain things where me say, me do not call obetimi aboa ama nneema bia mpesa ye to say bia aban person undertaking certain special initiatives like the previous government, you know, one village one dam was under president's special initiative or the government special initiative. Na oba penny how comes in edano na nyesa na netie you know, these are parts. So at the end of the day, we'll assess. We'll evaluate the role that each has played, and then we'll see what happens.
I see. Between
as president, or taking decisions of that nature, what it means is that he doesn't want some people to feel so comfortable in the area that they find themselves. sometimes, woman is too comfortable. He makes so many arrangements that could, inure to his personal benefit. It is just speculation. I'm not saying that is the case. Special benefit. Then the person becomes corrupted. Now a police form penny for your mom on tenacity and spending certain number of years, then they are transferred to a different region. It was to ensure that they sent their experiences to the next station, but to also, break apart their, in terms of corruption ring. Wuntimi enya idea and shesa na ya transfer.
And we share the individual personalities, no. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpo, with the experience in politics that he has, now or they compare to Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ejekum, yes, equally experienced like him. That's a year or they know a day Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ejekum by employment, no. A bit to me, Amma, a Juma, the labor, and a woman where Jumemu, a woman, airpet, woman, and to ye near the no. A bit to me, a service our problem, no.
As at the end of last year, unemployment rate had reduced by a certain percentage from 13 point something to 12 point something under Rashid Pepu. So we can also assess at the end of the year or middle of next year.
Okay. Then there's a new year portfolio because the NT war abino ne asya hudu ni mu anase the agencies no say national resilience and emergency preparedness the honorable Ernest Bujaji Mfia ko no hu ni say.
Of course, almost say omampeni ebu baby. Well, say these floods have been something that have been perennial. But yeah, the BIA I want to say Abu Apete. And so no say no, I want you to or say okay when the team says so the tia, Messi Midday. And so the tia and then the review say, ya was to tobre besayaba. So he doesn't want us to go to sleep. But we will have to, as it were, as a nation, prepare, ahead of some of these things. That is the more reason why we created a soil. A bishop beside me and I said, oh, the Tiano, or more, is it disaster, flooding,
Nadmo.
Opening Standagwe.
Standagwe, yeah, there's a disaster committee.
Now, I'm saying a disaster in a flood. Your way or your friend is saying, it could be a natural disaster. There could even be a tsunami. There could even be an earthquake. But there is something else. And now Burkina for ABBA Bagre Dam. On annual basis, they do that to destroy the food crops of our farmers up north. How have we been able to prepare for that? Yawaha no penny Dr. Baumia Kakyire said, Falugu Dam, Omaye. And I said they were constructing also. Refi Verbeno, I by Asudi Demano in terms of the political campaigning. So, Falugu Dam, we need to do it as a nation. Because disaster there's a need for it.
But that is why we have NADMO here.
Oh, that thing is beyond the capacity of NADMO.
But all this while, Yenim say it is within their mandate.
Maybe position is say, sir, we for now we're creating. If they will give him resources, sir, then we'll see the impact. This one, I quite to say, resilience. That means to say you should have the capacity to withstand. You should be able to assess beforehand, before BBC So when Timian then it means to say we just created it for creation's sake.
And that is what others are saying. Say, it is just a job for the boys. It's say as we dear, the comportia or babe.
Because as a nation we have been failing in national disaster management. Is that not the case? So as an individual, then what can he do? I agree, but you can't always also appear cynical. You see, you can't always appear cynical. You must also be prospective. You must always be visionary as well. You should be able to be preemptive, to be able to understand your environment. Yeah, dear. This friend is saying, this particular portfolio, maybe when they explain the capacity, then we'll understand it.
Look,
for example, Galamsey site here. Galamsey site here. Near Wama ye gu hono nyina no. Ankofo nkwala timi kokofo anama kokoto mamu. Ina a disaster. So for example, obetimi liaise with Gold Board as it were. Solicit funds from Gold Board. Get people who are best qualified to look at those issues and then find solutions to them.
I don't say you bought obedience on call as your be an ABBA. Yeah, na ubi nim the okwakoye, ubi nim the job description near dear, but we has I had in pass ye chim na ye can wasem. We any job for the boys here bia.
It is very easy to assume that is the case. But say BBC and I say BB Babe Sino Timikatre and say Saj Media edition and say no why yes then we'll be able to understand where the president is coming from. Until then, people may be justified to say it is just for the boys. They may be. Some say maybe. So in reality, the job description, the focus, the assessment, evaluation of things will be able to determine. In actual fact, he could also be liaising with NADMO to find solution to problems.
Can we say maybe because no what defense ministry as a deputy na edding say maybe a so maybe a way jumane drone na uncle no before from to us one.
Oh, okay, I get your point. Then it means he did not perform. No, as long as he was at the defense ministry and as the deputy at Wenchen BNC, unnecessary confusion BNC at the military or armed forces level, you cannot suggest say he failed. Yeah.
And see, will it mean president would have to also appoint another person to the defense ministry as a deputy?
Well, the president intends to operate a lean government. So that decision is his.
Because Nanka ye says so far near 58 and before
back to 60.
And they call back to 60.
About 59.
About 59.
Now before, okay, yeah.
About my mean to you.
Nanka but I just remember and say, no,
yeah.
So it was 60.
Ain't he? We know a year as ye and now say ye idea you bet me a ministerial position and
equivalent to a deputy minister.
Okay.
Presidential staffers have condition of service equivalent to deputy minister.
It's the uncle for count a walk room and uncle for the social media so near dear say the motion no.
So I say senior presidential advisor on, for example, legal affairs to the president.
Yeah.
That is an equivalent of a minister. The service, the friend is condition of service, equivalent to a minister. You know, that position, Marietta, Honorable Marietta, former Attorney General, occupied at the presidency. So a presidential advisor, senior presidential advisor on legal affairs.
Yes.
So the condition of service, is equivalent to a minister.
Okay. Enti ye said na me bisa no ye binum adwen de se we de ye demoti no ye hu ni sa ananye sa.
So any demotion. The same thing.
Okay. Look, Andra, special prosecutor central phone shame na odensema hodo to dwa. Menim se wanya bi etia kenkan bia wa kasa kire mu se na so ye na nkasa na ba bia wo eye adwuma na nkasa se manfo ani esa no dodo na etan eye ba bia wo no any impo no ankasa atwa so mention edin a eye scandal ba ya efa onua be ko ho no wabobo bi no so din dia ka ho uhun sem ne sei.
And in fact, that time, me said that me follow it. Me nim a deal abobo. So bet me abobo bi atsamia.
Okay. Enti Andrea ewa ha no I'm getting it for you here. Enti bi odi tu dwa okay, so Kobina Donko, former Minister of Power, Francis Kwesi Jata, former Technical Advisor to the Minister of Power, Solomon Ajete Sowa, former Deputy Director, Minister of Power, George Ni Metal, Director, Tricop Group Limited, Bafo Ankuma Brobe, Employee, Tricop Group Limited. We ye edinya wo bobo boy.
No board din so my ring.
Wow, in his explanation no ni nyina efa no ye nhwehwemu a wo mo eboa ye the US court nhwehwemu a wo mo eye fa onuabe ma kobna donko ho no.
Kobna donko.
No, onuabe ma kobna be kon rather. Be kon rather, yeah.
Intino also my ring. Omuka bribery ring no one necessary.
Sana wo chire mu di afa.
Well, I'm from court.
Okay.
Because because I know say Dr. Kwabrandonko or no Edikan Afa Opening Tahiru assistant lawyer. Because in his mind, and yadia we share papa no baby on any ninkita humbia sa Wadin kan fano as the lawyer. That's at the unusual list now. All those who had the hands, it goes even up to VRA, it goes to other power grade. These are all technical people. They were part of either advising or approving committee level, including MPs. And until I'm a person exactly the kinds of names that he mentioned. As to actually how they have a link. So now it is for him to prove.
Hello? I think the line no I drop it. Ebe say yensa ebe sanso aka papa na fe yene no atwa so na yene no edi enkomo no. Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochiri ebe say yensa ebe sanso aka na yene no atwa enkomo twetwe ne so but enya emba ye ana line no enya entomo die yenhwe na fe yenko yenim edo
Kakyire
yenko yenim
Kakyire na ansa na ebe koye nim no abeka area the Church of Pentecost ye de dwumadie sonko ehhehye so abusuafo abeka for Christ abeka for Christ na enya asem keto akachiri dwumadie no ebotai titiriwa edaso no was say eternal life is in Jesus Christ. Eternal life is in Jesus Christ. Assembly if we first John chapter 5 verse 11 to Israel. The Church of Pentecost ma ya yewo abeka area abeka for Christ dwumadie no baso ashase ye krade da na dwumadie no pompon so no Cosmos Park until bia emfa ne ho hyem tika kire ene Ahmed Henry munyina meton sadia frem abeka for Christ the Church of Pentecost abeka area mumra na mo be hu nyame ensenkyerene abusiafo ye hyase de ane yemfam free the Ghanaian Times the bokrata no emu na abusiafo the Ghanaian Times the bokrata no ani ho se ene wo bo amane bo a wo bo no ene wo kire se sisi ande de kaneshi flooding ensuo ya ne yiri ya ta se wudu wani kire mu awa kaneshi ne nimpatamu a ensuo ne timi yiri ama wutimi bo nsem ensuo na yiri no fa baabia ne no ene wo mo kire se wo mo ba behwe na ya tete gutters mu gutter bi mu a ayen ketenkete ye betretre mu baabi so atwoku on be yi mu no ma baba mu se de be ya da chi akwama bi nsuo to na se bejiri abenya baabi na afa na nkota ho nkofa problem bi ama times abokrata ebo amane e wo ha se na abusia for times abokrata no ani hwase ya na obo amane bo no e na o kire se DVLA eno mo se wo mu ahu 5 major security risks bi a ekoso e wo mu adwuma mu enti wo mo behwe edi ho dwuma na no na deputy chief executive officer ma DVLA wono no in charge of services Uraf Foster Akwesi Asante eno o kire so ma identify fraud na wo document ya na mo ye wo DVLA ni forgery nsesem ene cyber attack any nuanom and afa data breaches ni nyina keka niam bi a ekoso ewo na omo hwe se saa niam bi no ekokoso dwiri mu ni niam bi enkoyie ewo DVL akache ni nyina wo mo ede hyehye egu akom sere bi asa ha wo no wo betu ase at times abokrata bon ho amane na busia for times abokrata no ani ho se ya no wo kire se okay
mamene doc wie na wie na ya to aso doc kwajo kafra na ahoma no drop here Auntie, na ye share a special prosecutor there no.
They are not making say. No, sir, Mr. Beck, no, a special prosecutor no. Obenya kwan and atoto Beck kwano. Na emphasize kechiri wo ka chem say wa ma mesike bia. Wa bra any paper trail biano. Osha me atum. Secondly, no. It is going to be Berku's word against everybody else.
Yeah.
Yes. Berku's word amamska. So minim kwan crowd this kind of bremi. You go on a wild goose chase. These people, they are all clever people. So be akoko GSikano our kwan bi so akoko pay your bank there. Then you have to justify the payment. Anna, my chances will be some who say, is it also possible say Berko might have said so as a way of accounting to the parent firm nana? I say me first ask him koko firm na me motivated na me nyese na adwuma no enko enwie payo me ba ma transika no so meanwhile so ma koko ka kire me mpenifo say sika we kwa ha as a way of accounting for the money that has been given to me. This is what we call peddling influence. And you know, it is welcoming that you have a special prosecutor that is ready to do the work. As for that tangent to say, now for time in my office near the end of the day, I think those things are emotional effusions of the special prosecutor, which should not be. Everybody, Juma be away be an obinya obaye. What you say, obinya Juma na obaye. And they will definitely be coming after you. But you need to be resolute and know exactly what you are doing. That's all. Occupying such a special position like that, with all the resources that come to your office, sometimes they even give you more money than even Attorney General's office in terms of budgetary impact. Then it means people will be interested in your position. And they're normal.
I mean, that's no pay na many so papa bibi any eba bedin kombo. Dr. Jonathan Asantiochiri, a political analyst or University of Cape Coast, sir, and so and our executive director at the African Institute of Strategic Studies. Ninka ena wotie no. Eto yentuaso.
Abusianfo ye kwa anim dia na Times Democrat no mu ena ewo akachire ekowie na Times Democrat no e kire se omampanyi ayensachaye ewo nasoafo no emu na wo kirem se we nimpo de ahyase a eye adwuma pa na eno wo kire se siansachaye no aba no ene ese ukopie mu ewo eye asoye a wo mu ehwe apadie ensem eso no nyamfo Dr. Abdul Rashid Pepu sisi anu de wo mayi no e de akọ Ministry of State for Special Initiative and afi Minister for State for Special Initiative no ora Emmanuel Kwadwo ajekum ono so wo mo de nakọ asoye a ehwe enwuma ani apadie ensem so ena afi wo hwe Deputy Minister for Defense ora NS Brojaje mfinso a wo mayi no sisi a wo ye presidential advisor ya chese we ene nsacheye bi mu a nsacheye aba ya chese eno so the Ghanaian Times Democrat de ho amanebo aba ene anopei na busiafo Times Democrat anu ani ho se no obo amane na amanebo no obo no ene o chese sisi anu tie World Bank approve $500 million se Ghana ya kwan bi mu a tete yen wo se yehwe na yen siesi ewo ho akwan no ye feeder roads ne be 1050 kilometers road a wo mo be shaase adi ho dwuma ya chese ho nsem so hase a Times Democrat ede ho amanebo aba na busiafo Times Democrat no ani ho se na o kire se enchine
okay me ba de enchin komo no ho hia pa ma me nkwa homa no so embra na me ne lawyer Akwasi Boaten Boama Concording como a private legal practitioner. Na unim se anope yabo amane enra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edenensa ehye bill ahodo asia maku edu ena ebeto dwa na sa bills ahodo abai mfaso die bai pa ene ebenya wo ho na baako a ewo mu pa me ne wo ka sei ho ahya asia sanso aye nkomodie the tribunal bill na ye ne lawyer ni nkomo na enhwe de eba abaye pa la machi o Nit FM so ne ye ni so papa bibia bokọ de
meju so na ho ye na wo so ho ye de
nyame adom ne mobro ho ye pa ye nda ase anope
ne de mi ase se yiri na ho ye
enra mampani de ne sahye bills ahodo ase a maku edu na krata beto dwane kire se wode ne nsa ehye ase na ohwe bia the customs bill, community service bill, tribunal bill, Ghana Cocoa Board bill, any de eka ho nyina. Bills say na eba mfasodi e wo so eye den timpo na ya mampani anase bibi sa akoto nanimu a wo ye ne sa.
Medasi say amin che otiefo ni na je de dika no ye constitution kire ekwan a ye fa so embra. Na say parliament yo mudi na awia na president assent na yete ono asayase na afide ababeye mra start eye adwuma etino normally uje art na say mra bia ba be solve problem ebi but focus ya kan law mu say mischief bia that be ya eba be solve. And I say, Mississippi the law, eba be cure sa adieno. Nanti emre bia ba, ewo botaye tia yet bantu we a share emre bia almost started so mo a young more parliament ya. Be fair no memorandum ka ho a just a chere Mirano Dintia Eba, any Botaye, any Emphaso Bebaso, Amasa Amran, and the Mirabadia, Ushima, na a Kappa, not as a Mra Eba solve problem, and I say, Amadia Bioha, na Bibioha, Eba Bayon, Jumama.
Enti na kyerɛ sɛ deɛ aba ne nyinaa no wɔ ade pɔte ɛba bɛyɛ
Sal pepper energy, a biane de babe.
the tribunal bill me ne wɔka sɛ mampani wa asɛnti a aba bɛyɛ mmra ɛdɛn dwumadie bɛyɛ paa na ɛba bɛdi
Wohwɛ tribunal bill na wohwɛ constitution na yɛwɔ baabi a yɛakyerɛw sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ regional ayibia enya regional tribunal na sɛ regional bia no enya bi na tribunal na nkasa kwa kwete sɛ timamufoɔ ɛne chairman ya ɔmo yɛ mmanimfoɔ anaasɛ ɔmo na ɛnimra no na ɔmo ɛtena so edi asɛm nti ebi a nipa 3 asa nti no akwete sɛ constitution no hwɛ mu a ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛma kwan ma timamufoɔ so ntimi nya asɛm no bi nti sɛ ɔyɛ tribunal na atena abana ɛyɛ kwan a ɛkɔadu bia ɛfa ɔman no ho sɛ wayɛ biribi atia ɔman no anaasɛ bia wabɔ kɔno bi atia ɔman no nɔma nketenkete bi te sɛ ɛno abɛtumi abɔ ho bra nti no sɛ wohwɛ mu a ne sɛ ɛbɔ no tɔfa de a nti wohwɛ mu a saa na tribunal no tie nti
mekae sɛ the former vice president Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia esre mampani sɛ enka tribunal bill mema ne mfa ne nsa nhyɛ aseɛ wogyi sɛ ɛdɛn na bɛma ɛbɛ informe a ɔde bɛka saa ɛna mampani de ne nsa hyɛ aseɛ how bɛn na ɛbɛtumi de aba
dem you say ohwɛ di ntia one of the reason I say but ba ko ka o mo de tribunal act no aba ne sɛ nsensɛm a kyɛ sɛ criminal case anaasɛ court no ɛwɔ nsɛm bebree a ɔmo ntimi ɛni na yɛbusa yɛn ho sɛ court ntimi ɛni nsɛm a anaasɛ nyɛ yi a ɛna sɛ deɛ ɛwɔ ne sɛ deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ dada yi ne nsɛm a yɛdi ne court dan ne nipa ana yɛsɛ bi ka ho ɛdi no deɛ ma ɛhu kakra ba mu ne sɛ akɔɛ te sɛ wohwɛ history bi a tribunal no ɛwɔ mmerɛ bi atwa mu a ɛma ɔmo ɛyi firi hɔ nom a afei no asɔ mpɛ sɛ ɔmo sare kɔkɔba asɛ yɛde timamufoɔ bi a ɛbi a ɔmo yɛ politician bi a akɔka ho na ɔkyerɛ bi yɛkɔfa atemmu bi a amfata ama nti no ne nyinaa ka ho no sɛ nti yɛwɔ court system no wɔ hɔ dada asɛm bi anu a yɛntimi ba chief justice ɛwɔ tumi sɛ wɔtumi even create more court ɛwɔ ne policy no bi na wɔtumi di dwuma nti no bebree na kasa ne sɛ na ade nti na deɛ wɔ hɔ dada yi na yɛntimi ɛnhyɛ mu kena na yɛmma logistics ne yɛmma structures ne ɛdan ne nɔma a yɛbɛtumi aboa mo yɛakɔsɛ ade ne ɛsa kɔyɛ ade foforɔ a ɛno nso so koraa no wohwɛ mu sɛsie yi a nnipa yɛ ɔmba bɛtena asɛm so adidi naa no aban na ɛbɛtua ɔmo ka ne nɔmanɔma nti no yɛhwɛ mu anga ate sɛ ɛbia campaign promise bi na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsatisfy ne mmom no ɛhwɛ judicial problem na ɛwɔ hɔ no a ɛnyɛ wei ne ɛbɛsɔve no because I was a yetimi mu na yepin bibi no mo na ade na tribunal act be nko mo atimi ye and the ne concern and pe bibi na I will dan say ye be sa kriti ade foforo
I said you can say e wo your constitution no no say e ban so be boa ana
oh e ba boa but you see according to say wo ade ni bi wo ho dada na enokra na problem say wo mu nyanso obu wie na o sa ko fa foforo asa ba beka ho na zo ade botan kro na so and na ma akwed say already score system na wo ho no emun sem bebre court case court check answer na ye di civil na criminal na bi to say judges no ayo over when cases na buo mu so nti yenya more bia judges any court dan any structures their computer system no no ma bebre na hwe ko bebre na sa no ma no nchedan enya adwuma enti no yenya sa no ma we na nka yetimi e de ayeyi and say obata akofa another system asaba even though judicial service for no ensa wo mu bi no ma but then ebi mu feel say the order and quite yan and share engagement and the fata says a bois and manicoso, never for far for us about the count.
But another leg will also be that said the beya and also be brave. Na enka embrambambe do court ahudo no mudie na nka tribunal system no to me as service of most of the issue. Have we also looked at that?
Say the making say ka ai bia the district court your baby bia no akwa ban the court ntimi nyo the yan senka chief justice no best start na what me at the court ni bi abibi dia ka ho what I say na is we know akwa to say timamuni eka ho obefa nipa baako anza na wafa chama ani no matra ndide ehwemu administrative expenses ne sa no money na no adi ndina court system ne ho dada na yentimi nhye mukina na yentimi nyesa de we ni na ebi mu so wo eya obi a tribunal maybe atwam we ba ye be ye ya de kofo fa oye ni mu nti sa ya won sa no money na wo amanfo so fili se we anhwe ya they be any pie by appoint or money judge no munimra no okoye be a politician na nyame amoa no de na adwen ndi hu bi wo nipa bi mu se ahwe ye de baba be abetete politician na banda da mu nipa atwam na ekoba ne sa ochina se ndi su ni power na so mo susu no ye mo for sa ni mu a onhwe ya na afia kwakwa ti se enye ye twa esapapa bi ana se ye bu aten papa na akwa se political trial persecution ni sa no man enti e ma sa huni na o ndi adi ntina yemma do constitution no timi chese yemma timamufo ntimi ni ase na emom no already no hwemu angasa eba bibi di se enipa kum cases meda na ye wo jury trial a yemma timamufo ka ho ndi no hwemu anke no so ye wo data anke yitimi bu ana se tribe a fella ye friend say assess na nipa omutimi etimi transu bi fe timamufo nti e koso data enti adi ntina intimi nhyes a no mukna ye kopɛ foforo basa basi afidie ma besi din nsɛm no besi be kɔ fast me wa yeti bie court system ni mu ankeni na betimi ayiye
ba kon so de ne sa hyase ye community service bill lawyer boy ne ye ntie no ase eno ye de ya na dem so na ba be ye
community service bill no kakra me nhyada nkan ba kan kakra o de bill no ba na ni na ne se enye instance ke bia obi ya bo obi aban kwadu a na nka yebua ne fo a ke de ba kotumu no anka ye mfa ne ntum de mom de be na kwakoye adwuma as a community adwuma ebia sa do so bibi no obeyo na je ya pe nkofo mama ahwe ne so ati as a your system o memma sa de no akoso ntino se de be anka prison no emu be ne high but no so be mu no bi mo so emi bi wo concern bi chese o share various community service na from region in national district no ni na so ye ka ebeba a chese no so no ba be da ba no so ntino adi ntina nka ye prison service na nka ye mbi mu preko na nka anase yemfa adwuma no enhye yemfa adwuma no enhye ye prison for no ensa dan say ye de kokoma another year ye betiti board ni normal ama no so etisi offices akofa kafo fraba enti bi no e wa adwin say so we prison service ye woni betiti o mo ye adu wa anka ze ba sa normal na anka on betimi ahwe so say ye de obi atumu na nipa no ye bua no community service centers na de ma no it non komunye se adwuma ba kwa kwa de say si ano mre bi ebeba bia no ne normal na ho ka no ebeba beda ban so be increase cost no ndi de wo se ehwe ne se wo hwe ni mi no e ka de beba ne mposo de ba na emu de en na beboa ndi no so ne concern amanfo so ewo
oh okay ehwe de abai no ehun komodie bia ba ye besan so aba na ye ba beto aso
yo medas
yes ye da se papa lawyer Akwesi Boateng Buama private legal practitioner na wono NLTC ne AD enkomone yento aso ewa haha ye Nita FM 100.9 na ma yentwa ye hombra okay na eto anogu asem so ntino won fambre ye wiwi na efe etwa ye ho aba
Kakyire na me kire se ehwehwemu bia betodwa yes World Health Organization won hyehyɛ bi de ma ewiase nyinaa fa ya pomudi ho nsɛm na World Health Organization say anya kura no odasani unni wadi nchina mana broso aya atre baako na so yesi hwehwemu e kire se Ghana ha say oh ye di manetra yetimi di mane bro ne ye wose ye di kura be times edu a day na enu na wodi wani e kire mu e wo Health Mate Nutrition wo mo founder wono aye registered dietitian Joseph Dankwa ana odi kokobo ma Ghana fo nyina ese anumode bebrebe no ekum odasani wase wo bepie mu ewo Ghana ha se ya ti ye kotwo ba ye didi ye percent ni timu ama odi agora de chenkura wontimi ni aduane ye mu bi wo ho a ye de nchini ye aduane ade che a wo ade che na nkwan no wo hiti a na nchini atwam nanu ena o kire se wo mu aye hwehwemu a kire se mo hu se Ghana fo dodo no a na ye di nchini dodo enchini de ema ni padua nanso nanse blood pressure ya amani munu so akomayade any stroke ya asode ni nyina no ka kire yesi ye nchini bebrebe a Ghana fo edi enti na ama saa ne ema nyina akonanim na ye boye kokose saa de no yenyai enti sa wi obi a wonum ye wode na yesi ede nchini wadi ya atre baako spoon 1 spoon enso obi timi di 5 spoon a day obi kwatimi di 10 spoon a day ye di nchini bebre e ma ne boro so na no no che se sa hwehwemu ne beto odwa ebra na Ghana fo bi yare no ma be pie mu aya sabia a che se ye gi wo mu Johnson ene yesi ye ko hwehwemu a ye ko ya abusuafo yesi nchini egu Johnson ni mu no wahu ka kire enya asam ketoa enti o mu tu ya fo se yenye pese sa akomayade no asode wo Ghana ha dietitian yi ene wo kan wo sese ye pese akomayade esote blood pressure bafam akomayade ni stroke na asore ogaka hu se na nsen ankaye ni se stroke ni pressure akomayade de empanyifo yade udi nchini bebrebe de na emeye wo yade enti wo mo sisi ye peapom din yie dia World Health Organization ka kire se ya ni nchini kura no 1 spoon esu ye mo ye di 5 spoon ni 10 spoon a day no ye nkai se nchini no na eboaboa no akope stroke na akomayade de abreye enti no na ye se we nsu ya futu a ye de magana fo nyina se de be ye be ya hweye ewo enchinidie hu ebebrebe
okay
na abusiafo yemfa Daily Post Democrat no na yemfa ntoaso na Daily Post Democrat no ani wase en wo bo amane na amadebo no en wo kire se Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama edinensa ahye 10 bill ase amasisi amene okase die ba ba yen sakraye na bill no die di kan ya to se Daily Post ebo amane o se custom bill enu ba ba hwe na fei o hye Ghana ye custom emra no ye betimi ahwe adimu ahye mu kena na atimi aboa ama loopholes bi adidadidemu na eto a wose yenya wo ho nyina nkoye nya no ba ba hye mu kena de toso mienu community service bill eno so Community Service Act 2026 ya eno so mampanyin ede nensa ahyase na wei ade bia won so obi wo ho a na wadi bone ne no a wadi no bibi kitua binti ede ne ba ye adwuma sense ye so mu nyina akogugu prison na ye pe ba bia ma ye tuwe ya ye pe o se de omkoye afuo nkukwa nketenkete ne de o manyen gata mu a atete ya nsuo tutwa na yiri nyina no wo mu betete ni nyina mu ntunu udi bone bia eye bone bia wakotwa obi bode wakobi obi akokọ wakowi obi 10 cedi 20 cedi ye chewa ebra adwuma ye de wo be kwakoye no ana o see de toso biem so maritime and related offences bill eno so ba behwe na regulating crime ahodo a ewo ye po no so no ena afi wo see de toso biem national defense university bill eno so ewo defense ministry no akache wo so ebe o mo de aba no income tax eno so ya ye mu amendment a ba behwe na eto ahodo a ye ebi mu ho adwuma wo mo je no adwuma wo mo ye no akatua no etotopo a oje ntutu enye nto mu bi wo ha ye be yi wo mu e de film energy sector levy eno so wo mo aye amendment ewo mu a eno so ho nsem ewa ha se amampanyi ede ne sa ahyase de to so biom aye Ghana Cocoa bill Ghana Cocoa Board bill wo mo so maye eho sisatraye ewom na sisi ane de beboa amakuafo wo ho atimi atomo yes 70% no ye de be mo ena fe wo se value added tax eno so ye mu satraye ena SS bill eni nyina akeka ho a omampanyi ede ne sa ahyase age atuma ama na be ye
Ghana Cocoa Board bill no Hese Yensa Ebeka, the ranking member.
Okay.
Honorable Dr. Isaac Odro. Na yenine din komo.
Okay.
Opoku rather. Na yenine din komo ne ya Obeka ya before the passage of this bill.
Okay.
Wodidi di ho enkomo kasa ya senka ban entwen itiri mra hye bedwam wo ntwen na wo nkoyi a wo makọ no mu yi na nkomo sanso enka ho asem bi kojo pon kroma kran so ebeka ho asem ema obeka ya da no enua Jerome H5 ya ha ma yene edi ho nkomo. Finally the bill has been assented to by president. Na hu ni say yene bedi ho enkomo no ya hwede etie enso ewo ho enti enran so nim say demonstration because watakwa.
Okay.
Okay.
Me sorry sini bi kra dia ba.
Okay.
Wo hwe anim ha se ya me pes. Ko akrata de obo krata na wo de aba no. Omo de aba mani atwa so se wo mo ye demonstration sempanyifo hwe. Aha.
The spider
the spider na de buy.
Okay. Okay.
The spider anim ha e na o che se mabunu no demand answer wo Goldfield future. Into almost say Goldfield must stay.
Okay. All right. Ochina, yani ombedi hu nkomo. Ombeba be PM ofia na yani ombedi hu nkomo nti na behwe ye sansem no enso etie. Anti sende ye nre no mu ana ori achen esanse ochina. Ehwe nim se wo mu edi demonstration nanim no.
Okay.
Eba be fafia na yani omo edi ehu nkomo pa. Go force ho asem na wo mu eka no. Ori se na nanom sorry se a breast se as go force. Womu renew my license yeah.
Okay.
Mema ban san renew my wom.
Okay.
And womu a manfo bi e wo honom. Krumanfo ni bi nso kire se there be go force de waba be ye wo hono. Except factor say the be renew my license no e dia ma wom. Enti e be disanko. And the announcement rom ko omo ye demonstration.
Okay.
Enti no so e wo.
Okay.
Yo, yenko ye ni mo e.
Abusia for mame mfa post ni mu a na me mfa enu an na Daily Post e na obo amane e na o kire se aban no e ba be hye no mo si 1200 megawatt state owned gas fire power plant no e ba beboa na enyinam kane ho nsem a akoye bibia wo no atimi aboa ma Ghana industrial transformation no atimi agya na so nti we finance minister Dr. Keso Atofosen and all this answer atu just says ya de oman no ye ba be si 1200 megawatt state owned gas fire power plant ye beboa ama ya kan ansem atimi agya ne nan so.
Okay, ato me ntwa me hombra.
Okay.
Na me ba na efe ya to aso ede aka bia ede aba me besisi ya.
You tuning to 100.9 FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho de no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. We den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka se batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Kracha be baba wari
aso
ye fia say this way chocolate drink ye sori anopa no ne ye nom ye be hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne ye nom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so hye
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You tuning to 100.9 FM.
100.9 FM. Nit FM Sony. Aha ena Ghana kasa. Aha na Ghana will be a tie. Eto yanko anymore.
Abusia for ye kwa nim dia ne yemfa daily guide bokrata no na yemfa ntoaso eno na wode Professor Belson Dakun ofonyini aba na watch sisi ane de IEA wo ma reject gold sales losses na just say gold board in same no a ese yakoton gold ya boka ene ho krodo ba no mse be ye den pa se betimi aba se yetimi akoto gold aba be boka ho nsem so ase a daily guide bokrata bo ho amane na o hwe daily guide bokrata no ani hwase a wode owura abuache agya akonfo nyine aba wone no supporters nyasam koto akora eno wo kire se wo se supporters no ada se wo mo ento aban ma no mbedi party no anim tra MPP amanyoko no na se nyame na dom na obedi MPP amanyoko no anim a wo ho obeboa ama Dr. Modbo mia ababe president 2028 ya daily guide bokrata nso ede ho amanepo aba na busian for daily guide bokrata no na obo amane na amanebo no na wode owura abroja jemfifo nyine aba na Rashid Pepo woni nyina agina Ghana mampenyi John Dramani Mahama ne nsesan ya waye ewo nasoafo nimu edi kan siso dadanti no guide bokrata nso ede ho asem aba na busian for daily guide bokrata no animu ase no obo amane na osi adehia wo mo mrahia dairy farm na wo mo ese partition the more din and omori kwama Ghana mampenyi John Dramani Mahama ni na ja demolition exercise bi e course so dan bi mo idwudwugu ye no omobo enwuso ya guide bokrata nso bo ho amane na guide bokrata no ani wase no obo amane na manbo no ene wo chense police ni bi na chese yayi ni police atade ato ho nyina ejina omuchem se boteman race cause distraction bi e course no mchem se na ne ho bom nti o ma interdict no ya chese daily guide bokrata nso ede ho amanepo aba aksa $1 million bribe in sensem no a ne no na o hwe anim hazi awode owura kwabena donkonfo nyin aba ne no and also office of the special prosecutor aliste enipa bi modin mekire kwabena donko ene nipa bi mo mkeka ho a o ma sha ase eye sansem no hwehwemu a daily guide bokrata nso ena no pay wode mu amane aba na busia for mame fa the chronicle the bokrata no na me fa ntoaso na wo the chronicle the bokrata no ani mwase ya no obo amane na amane bo no ene wo hye se takwade hye na wo mo aye demonstration ni nyina no ejia Goldfield Elise no a wo mo si wo mo renew no ai wo mo chem se Goldfields must stay nti ebredu se wo se aban no hwe na wo mo Elise no wodi bi ka ho mo a the chronicle so ede ho asem aba na abusian for chronicle anim ha say na wode owura aboache agyakon wono eginam ese wobekọ MPP amanyoko no titinani oginam pa di modern one the supporters na o hye the chronicle anim ha na wode aba o si inshallah edea nyame beye na no eno wo kire se obema MPP amanyoko no edi nkunim nyame adom 2028 se supporters no egi nani suade hu no etum na wo moto aba no de manwa ababua ama MPP amanyoko no awe ni power 2028 the chronicle so edi hu asem aba na the chronicle the bokrata no ani ho sei na watchers a custom any port stakeholders no no makoko tenase tenase edi nkomo na nkomo ni ntintin ni tietie nyina ene se ukopie mu ewotema port a containers ni bi wo ho a ni yie no ya na delay enti ya eba ne sen ena ya na baba so ya na bibi wo ho a di aka ese ekabu abo enti o makotera se kwan ba so no mehwe na ni yie no atimi aye wano ya te se chronicle so ede ho nsem aba na wo the chronicle anim hasia wode special prosecutor Kakyire Kofi nyini aba and watch say office of the special prosecutor and watch say no na adwuma na waye no wo mbe bia hu mobronsem bia na say wo be katakata so bi ukataso mu so wo be favor obi ye ni favorite obi asemba na say wo be krokro no ana say bia osuro obi ozida bi no mercy for the cripple wom je bibi sa akra entinu wasemba se de e wose edi no kete no sa pepepe e na obedi no ya cha se chronicle so ede ho ensem aba ene anope na busia yemfa the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata no na yemfa ntoso na publisher no watch say owura ajakon na wode ato ne party no anim say ebredu say was MPP amanyuko no obia ekabom obia ekabom ebra eno a okofale ni nomination say wopese wokọ na ogina say MPP amanyuko ntitinani na yemto ne so aba eno che say ebrenu nie say party bia betimi awe ne power na party bia betimi akonkan a enya Matthew Macau eno na ebeboa dabi enti boache jako ka kire MPP amanyuko no ese wo mu ento aba ne ma no na wo to aba ne ma no a inshallah ogidi se 2028 no MPP amanyuko no ebewe ne power ya se wo ka kire party man se omo enkambom se de be ya party no ebetimi akonkan ya the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata so ebo ho amane na nyame ya adom September boso meni de edikan gold board mra no wo mo ahyase ehye kena pa se wontimi fa gold ross abompo ho gold ayempo ho wontimi fa nkwa amanone de sane se wo se gold na ye ross no a ya na ebo no wo fam enti sisi ane de emomra no wo mehwe se gold ayempo ho ne de wontimi fa nkọ amanone saa kwa da bi emra no be ye adwuma ya the Ghanaian publisher so ede ho amanebo aba na publisher nim ha se no obo amane o se free SHS ba ye no 9 good years enie na Center for Policy Scrutiny na scrutiny na wo mo se wo mo eba be ye dwumadie sonko aye bedwom kasa ho ahwe se Ghana yenya free SHS ye boaye me ye mofre ko school family o she kane mampanyi na nado ne policy a wo de baaye edi 9 years baaye no mfaso yenya free so kwan ben so na wo se edi gu akwam na timi gyan na so abeboa se ne city ento so ombedi ho dwuma ya to se the Ghanaian publisher so ede ho amanebo aba enne anopei na busiafo o she the spider the Bokrata no ani masi na obo amane eno de Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama fo nyini aba na no eno hye se Ghana mampanyi ede ne nsa ahye bill akasi du na no eno hye se tribunal law enso eka ho ya te se no so ensem ewa hase ya wo mu echem se domkuma no saa biwi a te se baaye no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ya wono ekura fankra ama MPP amanyuko no enna fe domkuma na kire se dabi sa tribunal law yi ya kasankasa eno na wabakosemu entinka ema Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama fa ne nsa nhyase na so ne aye no ana aye no enura ababa ye mra ya ta se the spider so ede ho nsem aba abusiafo spider nim ha se no se mabunu ene adehye bi a wo mu watakwa eno wo mu se wo mu dimane answer na answer wo dimane nyina ene se wo se Goldfields wo mo be ye adwuma pa o onipa ya de awasa yeye anya Goldfields ba ye wo bo pa mabunu anya adwuma aye mpuntuo bi mu nyina ka ho wo mu aye na wo matisi se bi mu se an Goldfields ba ye wan be ya de entinu wo mo lisi no ema ye nyi wo mu entum na de ente no msi dapi Goldfields must stay wa be ye adwuma so on pese gold future kon kan padia ye ntimi Goldfields enfrimu a the spider so ede ho amanebo aba enne anope
na nche na ye bedi nkomo ofia ha na onuabe mabako 8 ye yen Dr. Pilgrave Boache Dankwa wonim no Boache Dankwa wonim se wono no kasa de ma papa Bernard Ntwiboesi akonchema wontumi na otwetwe ka ni di nkomo mo ka se ombekwa kofa forms ma omokofa omoto aso kofa de but and we na wotwi mu so no mo de buy se wo mu atwe mo ho ade afri chairmanship race ni na no pay osi oti yen ba de mo na baso Pilgrave ya de wonim se Bernard Ntwiboesi akon asemi buy he's one of the few guys you're always here speaking here doing this going here and on to us umiane ho umiane ho na megidi se ye bekwa akosi bia no ne modern bo bia se obo mu bia no bia be hu modern bo bia wo bo mu bia no bia be hu enti Pilgrave good morning that's se utinyame insha pa na eto
Kakyire
Kofi Besi ama me won
mate ni aye ne de mama me fa boe entwam na ye sorry na yes vigilantism asan sorry biom so wunim ka che so wo kai pa wo betimi abobo bi din a kire me Delta Force ne Boga Bulldog mo ne ne akeka ho edoson pa ne yesi nansi asamo ne musu biom na no na National Security Coordinator say saade ne de da bi omo ntena se kura ma ensan ma mekire nipa kon biom etu o mesi ano kwantu o chem se wo mo ahyase esi wo mo kwan na mba ma yetre han abiom te se de abandada no ya wo mo timi hwe ma saade ne nyina to twaye no wo mo se bi ahyase ebobo banti wo mo hwe asi ano ekwan di ka kire
ebina we ya se ko ho enkasa ho
okay
ewo Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center ho na eho na me share chief nso ho
we chief zezi ya ne de then why you watch
see chief nso ho eti kita we dey cause na yepa
okay sure
is it they are forming the groups are coming in a nice way
I say ya rebranding no so the same adwuma kro na
with the security forces na there also wa bion ma hye we need a hopper it is good say sankomodie ne ba ya wo momo bia putting all of us on alert that we don't need friend say bia vigilantism ne langa sembia bio eto I mean that's it ope to nchen Dr. Charles Dwamena na Dr. China na dodo na ta de friend no Dr. China na dodo na ta de friend no
na atenen kapa
okay ye ka say die
okay
oye national treasure edema MPP but o aspa o say delegate nto abama na national general secretary kunwa no wo mo emfama no
and so on Justin Fripon Kodia mo na kwa
yeah and a few of them Dr. China ewa ha wa wo nim no bra Facebook na bra na be he wa wo YouTube so be hu Dr. China onye China ni onye China ni wote Dr. China na nyeso yo China ni dog machi
mejo so mi na be ma
bibi aboko de
nyame adom eno mpa bo me ho ye pa na mo so
adom mobrohu ni ahwe yenso yeti ase
de nyame ase
na eniama te sei
nyame adom bibia gu na kwa mu memfa akwanya yi so enchia etiefo nyinara etiefo ni ahwefo na mecheche obibiara so nim se mo fidi edu China
edu China edu China
ebi me ba ha na me si abonti me kwa na me nya call from China say na when they frame me from China hey doctor mitio pa coming some mama me ye die abesi ye die cheche omu nyina me kwa da so constituency for Chairman Bonabodi Silas secretary any omo maka me cheche omu ene China for nyina China branch for ne China for omu tie cheche obi biara nyame adom bibia boko campaign susu egusu boko ene yameboa 11 o'clock pepe na you do headquarters near filing forms now the filing of the nomination form no will commence the process of making the elephant wild abribian me say it is time to make the elephant wild osunu kokroko na wose ma osunu ne tipraga osunu ne tipraga se odum osunu
papa
osunu tipraga nipa be na betumi asi ni kwan osunu tipraga aboa bi entumi nsi ni kwan nipa bi entumi nsi ni kwan se wo ye chini a osunu betieti aso wo ye akokọ osunu betieti aso osunu tipraga a straight victory for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia towards the Jubilee House and nunti na make say it is time to make the elephant wild na say elephant no obey wild da ejina nyoma bi so titru anyoma nine wo the word wild in ankasa it begins with W and amebo W ni a welfare of party members. So soon better praga, we need to ensure say the welfare of party members are prioritized. Se party ninu onyamfasudie bi wo party ni mu a ontwe mobi me bona mane se kona koye campaign ma Dr. Bawumia ansa na wako ontwe mobi me kan kyerɛ se si abonten koye campaign ma OPC ansa na wako ono ate honum no hu se enam party so na minya wei a obetie si abonten akwakoye enso de ni ehu dudu na efili say yenya ahwe wo party ni mu enu nti dudu na atoba ha. That is why I'm saying say one of the primary things I'll be focused on as the next general secretary is to ensure say party members derive meaningful benefits from the party. Enu nti when given the opportunity to serve as the next general secretary, I shall seek the creation of a department of welfare within the party. Party na yeko amanyo ko na wo kuom na wonya mfaso dia obeden ato akoso awokuo nim sa pepepe ne edu wo party mu wo se party manya mfaso dia enu ti hwe dwumadi amabedi as national treasurer. Among the successes, apart from ensuring say party ni IGF, apart from ensuring say party ni IGF, no, your 2 million increasing by over 10,000% from membership dues. Come by a treasurer not see party ninya from a membership dues in a month, they do 100 Ghana cedis. We can break down on average 3 cedis. But then and now she share the on daily basis we do over 30,000 Ghana cedis.
Daily basis. On
daily basis.
Wow.
And the increasing party in IGF membership dues by over 10,000%. That is a success story. But again, nonko, if you to me restore financial discipline, can you know nanka you could maybe 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now so obi ban the budget of 20,000 and 30,000 about. E ba na see there be. Obi anim say okojo na nsu na okoto 1,000. E ba na say na koye 30,000. Enti mummy anye benchmark. Of course, a party okwa no be share party for obi mo bibi nti o de 1,000 yen 2,000. Na yen save party 28. That is the benchmark in here. Of course, and you'll be at there. Obi wo no nya adini free na wo de wa ba o say no me sisi loopholes in say be save party. Enkofo be bo time, enkofo be di watem, hu be enkofo yin. Na so party no na wo boa no. Enam san hihye ye di ba ye, ne enya akukudro si nyoma no kwan nti no. And now I'm no say you to me restore financial discipline in the treasury of the MPP. Again, you enhance transparency and accountability within the financial management of the MPP. When you palpable benefits I accrue during my tenure as the national treasurer. And you know, emphasudie bebrea ekaya akakwemu enhihye akakwemu anka de benefits bebe party ma ebini eye group accident insurance ya dada meka ho asemi ebini eye welfare fund na meka ho asemi ebini business incubation fund na meka ho asemi san hihye wedum nyina ye nhihye eda so gu pron so a emra so se ede ye adwuma media na nka me ne pene se by na nka ye adwuma efise megidi ese mu bia ye adwuma anka yenti opposition ka eda so tiabe the business incubation fund concept. The concept is simple. Se bosumi bia party nya sika ne atibia aside na ya every 6 months ni I run this program. It's a program a party no at the constituency level no omo be select party ma omo here capital injection, capital support. Ye di omo fire business incubation process mo ni am support to expand their businesses. Na se mami ensa wodwom anti sala anti akua ne anti adwoa na anti akua ne anti sala omunya support ni bi na anti adwan super bia o ma me join MPP obeba be join MPP na che say movement na ya the base na yetumi atwe a lot of floating vote hwe eye welfare group accident insurance ya meka ye policy hwe nyoma 9 wo ye party ni na se wutua o business hye ye adwuma na ukohia nkwanhia na meka nkwanhia nya lorry nkwanhia nko se wo afuom na wo do na sika nhwa wo na ntire ye nkwanhia se wo ye aduane wo kitchen na bibi hwegu hu na wo hye ye nkwanhia se wo kwa afuom na sika nko ekotwa ye nkwanhia se wo hia san nkwanhia no na nyame mpengu hwere wo nko a party no through the insurance ebema on next of kin up to 100,000 Ghana cedis. Ye tosu mienu de otira ye nkwanhia ni to ye no wan hwere wo nko na emu ye twa wo na wo nsa party no through the insurance ebema up to 100,000 Ghana cedis. Ye tosu miensa wo de ohia nkwanhia no nan ye ntwa na emu abu enu ti be na wotwe nsia wontumi nkwa adwuma na wotwe bia wotifia wontumi nkwa adwuma na nkwanhia ni ti no party ni through insurance no ebema weekly allowance of up to 1,900 Ghana cedis ena ni etwa to ena nkwanhia ni ti e wo se okwa yaresabia kwaje ayarehwa party ni through the insurance ebema up to 10,000 Ghana cedis se fasa ho yade. These are the benefits e wo ho ema eye party manyina sesa nhihye we eye adwuma na ni gi se mewom ni se e ka party bebo woni pa ba ku bia ho eye nhihye we eye 1 cedi 47 pesos for the whole year and a minimum dues ani pa ba ku bia betuama party eye 24 cedis enti wo 24 cedis no na party eyi mu 1 cedi 47 pesos e de etu insurance na ma na che say you are covered for the rest of the year na party nso enye over 22 cedis de eye adwuma. This is a self-financing and very feasible policy. Anka baya ena eye adwuma anka party menya so mfaso. But enam enyo babinti sanyo ma papa we nyina anka beboa yen ama party ma enya benefits for party edaso gu pronzo. Nti me hwa ade ni dinam si dabi. Ade ni ma papa say ya nyame adom ya me atumi enya ehunim de abase de ba besum. Se bibinti na edaso kapronso de a na Yenya October 3rd, party nkasa, party mankasa. Ni ankasa nkyerɛ party sɛ yɛpɛ saa nhyehyɛ wei a ɛbɛboa yɛn ɛfiri sɛ saa nhyehyɛ wei ɛba so a ɛbɛma ɔsono kokroko no te praga saa nhyehyɛ wei ɛba so a ɛbɛma ɔsono agyina asɔre waka saa nhyehyɛ ɛba so a ɛbɛboa yɛn mianya ahoɔden soronko ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aba bɛyɛ the next president mi wɔ gyidie wɔ party mamu sɛ nyame yɛ adom ne ɛkɔto aba na ɔmo bɛhwɛ nhyehyɛ wei so ato ama party ɛno nti ɛna me policy a me de kɔ ɛyɛ campaign mu matundi the Wild Project Wild project embedded in proper security architecture. Now, wild no any medical can W no any welfare no. So I will seek the creation of a welfare department. Now I shall party my welfare and sem. So enquire whom you know as sem, enquire godmother, godfather as sem. It will solely be on a then I will yama party no. We are sardini we are a then I was a party yama party in bayama. That will be the responsibility of the welfare department. Na baby a wo bia no enye wo won kranko wo savelugu wo nanton wo napdown wo azim wo lebele ana anlo you will have what you are due as part of the welfare policy rollout. Nya toso I the letter I in the wild. I know we are improving upon party communications through proactive model. Me proactive model I make a two-prong. Bako and say I believe say every executive of the party, those are the polling station, those are the electoral area, regional constituency level, the regional level, national. Obi biara ye politician. We executive in Kwandi are a politician. And I also know and believe say every politician is a communicator. Difference in your communication skills, the level of the skills. And under my administration as the next general secretary, we shall resource all the constituency communication officers. Send a training all executive members at the constituency from the polling station level. Ye train you more sharpen on skill set. Ye train you more sharpen on communication skill. Ye train you beyond more communication. Now we are offer policy direction. Therefore, if we have over 320,000 executives of the party across the border, then we should have equally over 320,000 communicators. Can you imagine that power? A banner say, ye tumi train you ye nkasi ye train you de o ma betena Neat FM ye train you na baby o wo bia se nipa no or your driver in a commercial vehicle or tinika mu no na or communicate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsem pa no or phone a o na phone no na communicate or your fiteni a wo fitemu no na or communicate e banisa na we shall have that pool, that strength in numbers. You better their turn Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsem pa na ye the communication atata NDC for send a bay atro any propaganda omunya kwanye bio. That is the I. Banisana, you bet to me enya a friend say abaye unfold mu. Now the other prong is social media. So where we will recognize them, regulate them, and also give them the training and attract them. And tinya can or mainstream media no, not social media so not two prong approach yet the improve party communication. The next letter is the L in the wild. We are going to leverage research and digital solutions to attract the youth, to attract the persons with disabilities, to attract the minorities into the MPP. That is the way to go. Now, maybe I am a bit biased when it comes to research because I use research a lot. Research just as science and data. Now, who face a challenge? What do you why I am in say I was addressing in a research way, in a scientific way. Researching the entire challenge naba. No one who solution. Now who apply new kwande obe. You say who ba fa two neighboring constituencies, constituency A, constituency B. Omobo ho. Na de bia ye lose constituency no. Obehwe A, researching bachelor say ye lose by 20, ye lose mponi ye nya 20,000 votes. B, ebia ye nya 20,000 votes to A, but margin is so. Be difference near be 20-30,000 yen to me nya B so ye lose da, but ye lose margin ye be 2,000. The research will tell you and advise you, say, the most reasonable thing to do is move some of your people to register in B. We'll move even 5,000 of your 20,000 A now. Omu register will be here. Move to me and wipe out the difference of 2,000. Now yet to me we need seat, At the end of the day, it's about the numbers. See about we need seat, That is the research we are talking about. I believe in research and I utilize research day in, day out. And until when I'm given the opportunity to serve as the next general secretary, at all material times, we shall make sure we use research. Now research na try and yenye, na nkoye try and error. E banisana, e bemo sunu kokroko na ye wild. na D na to aso no D no discipline. D no discipline. I'm saying, sir, it takes a disciplined person to offer disciplined leadership. I am going to offer a disciplined leadership. If she sika ho discipline, papa. Se sika discipline impo, financial discipline. Nyame aye madum ama metumi restore in the party. How much more discipline in the mainstream party administration? We shall offer a disciplined leadership. Mutu abanoma Dr. Charles Dwamna na me be the next general secretary. I will offer a disciplined leadership. Now, a disciplined leadership no, will result in a disciplined party. A banisa now, Osro neba te Praga, Osro ne te Praga, Niakaya ho Bible. Niakaya say, Beshe so be and vote. Niakaya say, Be make sure say, you're protecting Nioma, and Nuntino, we and comfort Tata and Debida. It will not, and Nuntina make us say, Emra so Osro neba te Praga, say Osro ne te Praga, Niakanya security. I beg guide you Osro straight to the Jubilee House. And that is the World Plus S project. The World Suna to Praga. Now, Osuna to Praga, I am very Tanachi. Nyametumi Yaman and say, Mebabe Suno as the General Secretary. Nyametumi, and may say, don't a friend from other regions. So, Dr. Pessimist say, okay. Oh, dear baby, I want to Kawana one pie tie and chi. Nashasia ye Jumano. It's a world project in a Naya Fali.
Party no, isi unaso pa. Afie twa mu ana say election e 2 year twa mu a MPP amonyo
so accident insurance incubation fund any incubation fund any nyoma ekeka ho nemwa enti party nhihye na ye adwuma me nso so me chefa wom ma me nkonkoto aba no ana sa atadwoa enya sika aba no ana sa atadwoa enya sika 20,000 de ahye na adwuma oyemu e central market enu nti otumi protecting the base no na osenya floating voters ebe count otumi protecting the base no na osenya floating voters ebe count. That is why I always say the catch and say uncle there adwuma ma Dr. Babu Baumia debi ontwe mo bi meka nchen Babu Baumia debi ontwe mo bi meka nchen say ko house to her if so nimu mfa so say ko house to her if so nimu mfa so onya free party nimu nipa no e party ni na wanya bo ma party na asori ebe bo ma party na protecting the base ebe bo ma akuku bo ma party na asori ebe bo ma party na protecting the base ebe bo ma akuku dro so nko aba enu nti na me say odro so nko aba enu nti na me say osoro ne beti Praga ejina welfare nya 55.6% ne anu so ye wo majority and ye ro hin to ebe so mu ye nya 46%. If you ono ye ro say John be so mu eno so ye tiba form 44.2% eno so ne wo majority and ye ro akodua be so mu no ya te aba ye 32%. Now wo hwemu a so the secretary to the 2016 National Campaign Committee. And I was very much an integral part of that team that brought about the success. Ironically, but Nyotisui, Panyakosui, I should tell you, say, Nipa Echan Weshe, where Yakotu polling station about, we have seen the outcome. Omo yimpen informa Pomo ye Jumano, and a polling station for Koi electoral area form, a bit more decided. Nemum, Omba to Abama, Neo between ye Jumano, Omba to Abama, Neo between Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Oman Penny, Omba to Abama, Neo between a party, now Omonka Senya Ben, Yetumia restore financial discipline. Sasi kana na ye wasteful ye training nemu me ye adwuma as plain person, and so I will ensure say there is discipline in the party. I am firm and decided beside say now Dr. China obi buy no ye benya 32% who buy percentage say ye benya na be the next president of the Republic of Ghana.
Justin Kodia from Pon wo ho Eugene Boachi Ntwi wo ho Sylvester Tete e wo ho Omubia ojidi say
anyama me Chinese man pay anyama me Chinese man pay
Janelle 11 o'clock
for the public ojumedi edi internal me imagine chen me I to say nsuhye ni nsuonyuno odi obi tu nsuhye mu obe ade na ho de nyina be ehwe fi nsu ya be hu se mekanie eba no ye yi no e wo se yi obi a enye se bi a dede bi obeye nti enye buga asem ne ekoy no office of the general secretary enye obi oni akoma asem ne ekoy